Well, we needed to get the cattle panels home and some soil, about a pallet full, I think, and some T-posts for the garden. So, off to the U-Haul it was. This is how we go garden. It's fantastic. We're going to use the Tahoe. And in theory, it would have been fine, but we would have made so many trips. That would have been miserable.
Yeah, this is going to get everything in one swoop, and we'll be done and over with it, so we can get started on everything.
I think our plan for today is, we'll take everything out there, but the plan for today is to get that greenhouse done. We can. That'll be much better.
Yeah, that's the main goal today, is to get the greenhouse done.
Well, the weather's, what, 62, 63?
Right, but it still does get dark early.
Yeah, it does.
So we've got about 4.5, 5 hours to do this. So hopefully we get pretty close. I'm hoping it's going to be cattle panels up, the plastic on, and get started on the framing. I think it should be pretty close, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We've never done it before, so.
He's talking about the inside framing. We know that we have to frame out the door and the window and all that first. Never you fear.
Oh, yeah, I meant like all the stuff you want inside.
And all that stuff, so. We will bring you guys back with some pictures of us loaded down.
See you soon.
Well, we have a lot of progress here. We are to the stage of putting the T-posts on the outside. That's what came in our plans. And so we're going to do that. There'll be 3 on one side and 3 on the other. There will be, around this whole thing, an electric netted fence. But we're working on cutting down the boards. We're going to get the door and all that stuff going right now. We do have the plastic, but there was other steps to do before that. So we've got that. We won't be doing anything on the inside today. We'll probably have to carry that into tomorrow, because I don't know if you can tell by the shadow on the ground that we're losing day quick. We've got a lot of stuff here. I did get some. They were already almost out of this peat moss, but I did get some of that. We're going to get this other garden bed finished up. We still have all the lumber over there cut, ready to go. Snow's all off of it now. We got to get that done. And then we got to get the Tahoe into town and get some more boards for the other garden beds. Hopefully the sun's not beating on you too hard here. This whole thing just got, is melted with snow right now, so it's a muddy pit. But it'll get some seed down. It's going to get molten rock, because this is going to create a ton of pathways in here and a lot of garden beds in this whole zone. This right here is actually the driveway is going to extend. So this will be nothing. It's going to all be extended over and fixed. We had when the guy comes to do all that work we discussed up there, he's coming down here to fix this grade. Over here, you see the fire pit sitting there. That'll actually, when the next little rock comes, that whole area will be rocked out in the bigger style rocks. And that will be our fire pit area. That part back there is going to start a quote unquote backyard, because like I said, it's something where we wanted like a yard style space back there. We do have Bear and also my son, and I do have a younger brother that'll come visit. and we do have some friends with some small children, and we wanted to have a space that wasn't the garden or animals or anything like that, just right by the house where we could gather and just have a really neutral space. So that's what that and behind the houses will be. All these trees, they're actually super tall. They're just laying down, and so all those will be getting cut up and moved and all that. It's just a huge project that didn't need to happen immediately. We needed to do some of the other stuff, and we wanted to get everything that we were doing with the land done pretty much at one time because we had other stuff going on. So when that's actually cleared off, it's just going to be pretty much seeded out, and we'll be able to, if we wanted to, scoot some tractors or whatever all up along this back here, all the way up beyond that way. This whole middle part is what's going to have stuff. What you're looking at, those trees are going to be changed out. That's the part that connects to the the part that's being cleared out. And we'll have a greenhouse up there, a much larger one for a different purpose. We'll discuss that in a later video. The barn will be leveled up and placed up there, and we'll create some pasture area up there as well. This area over here that you can see, that is all going to be getting cleaned up and cleaned out, and the man coming to do some land work for us is going to grade it off so that we don't have as much run here, and that'll dry this up so that we can clear part of this out and have our larger outdoor kitchen style building is what we're thinking. It was going to be down by the house. We decided we're going to do something a little bit different down there, and that we're going to do something up here instead. And it works with having the tanks there. We can add the tanks on the back and serve that too. And the tanks will be getting raised up on a water tower system. We aren't going to be doing that until, oh heck, I bet it's probably the end of June when we start messing with that. Catch him over here. It's warm, so he's got his shorts on, but definitely muck boots. We didn't get our rock down there finished before we had the flash flooding, if anybody remembers that. So that's been super crazy. I think this spot here will work great for the grapes, especially when he comes in and fixes up here. So I'm loving that idea that we had. I did show in the previous video, in my seeds video, that we got some grapes, and I got 6 of them, and so they'll go there. I will be getting some more, and they're going to go in another location. But here's another shot of the greenhouse over there. So I'll pan you back over here, and we're going to have beds of all different shapes and sizes. There will be flowers planted around and through, instead of just having things in one spot or this is designated for this. There will be herbs and flowers put everywhere throughout pretty much the whole 10 acres. There's going to be utilization of about everything. Fruit trees, nut trees, berry bushes. I got raspberries in the house that are going to come out. We've got a lot of stuff coming, so pretty excited. The garden will be quite large. This whole side over here alone is about a quarter to half-ish acre. I don't know if you can tell that on the camera, especially when the trees go out. The middle part that we're clearing throughout there, and not just clearing to just toss it away, but clearing because it need, to rework it, to redo it, to get to get the dead out, to thin out some of the wild blackberries, but keep a lot of them up at the road and have a nice, it'll be like when you walk down the road, there'll be fresh berries for picking. And also behind this house right here, I left a whole bunch that we'll cut through and kind of help them and trim them back and have them really thrive. And we'll be creating the orchard space and some pasture grass, and we'll be able to really use the land instead of just being kind of overrun with weeds or dead. And then, just keeping this side kind of more, there's the greenhouse. We'll have some of the stands, more stationary type things. In total, I'll pan around here, but the amount that was cleared around here, if you removed the trees that are down, is roughly about an acre. We do have a video that was our first video talking about our spring plans. That was on the top part of our property. That's the other 5 acres. The top part that I toured, we're talking about the back part of that is being cleared, and the top part of where I am now. So that's where it connects. And then back behind the house is, and over here about 180 feet, we still have about 2 acres. And we're kind of going to leave back there a little bit natural for now. We're going to clean out some of the dead and encourage some of the new growth that we've noticed has been starting. It's super pretty and peaceful back there, so we want to encourage that to be a good space. I do want to plant some stuff in there that'll kind of aid to the environment that we're trying to create back there. We have a lot of wildlife, and we don't want to take away necessarily from that back there, but we do want to keep animals and garden and things like that safe. So we're kind of going to, leave the back part a little bit separate. We will rotate our pigs, down the side, just barely to the back around, because they're behind these trees that you can't see. There's a little bit of a draw-ish area, and we're going to run them the entire length so that we can have not only stationary pens but also mobile. We will be bringing on some Idaho pasture pigs and bringing them on here. We'll have 2 breeders. We didn't get a trio from where we're getting them from, but we will be getting another one later on. And then we did get some feeders as well. Oh, the sun is terrible. Hopefully I can block it. So we will be getting those. And then, pause on the pigs. They are getting the door part framed. And then we will also have some other feeders here. Hopefully later in the year, we will be getting some old spots as well. So we have lots of room for pigs. We will be moving them around down there, like I said, and so we're super excited about it. The deck area and some other animals are up top. We will be having, in this area right about there, there will be a chicken coop. It will be a double. We did want to do a separate coop for the ducks, the turkeys. We have various kinds of chickens. Some of them we're going to keep separate from the others between the 2 halves. So we'll be doing a lot of different stuff. That's all going to be coming up. We're going to have a brooder build video coming out also. We're going to be working on that as soon as we get the greenhouse done. So tons to look forward to. So I just wanted to jump on here today and kind of show you around down here and what our plan is and what we're going to be doing, because we never got to, with the weather, it just deteriorated so rapidly, we were never able to get to this second half done. You see right here, this green thing, that was our sled that we were doing, and now it's a mud pit so we could go mud sledding. I will take some still photos and add them on here, and I also got one of my seed orders in today, and I'll slap a little bit of that video and picture at the end of this. I've got one more coming, and then I think that is it. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I know that everything is going to be happening so fast, and I know that we're a new channel, and everybody that subscribes and takes time out of their day to watch our videos, we're just really appreciative of that. So thank you very much, and have a great day. Well, these came in the mail today, and I had everything wrote down, and I was like, yesterday when we were trying to pick the seeds for our couple's planting, if you didn't see that video, it's the one right before this one, and I was like, man, I could have swore. Well, that's because they hadn't come yet. So here they are. I only have one more seed order coming, and that should be here in like a week, and there is no more. I am seeded out, I'm pretty sure.